So big news day here today. The Sabrimala judgment is out, and I'm joined by Yogita to talk about what really has happened. This is really a dramatic shift that we've seen over the last few years. The Supreme Court has gone out and given judgment after judgment, which is very much looking at a more progressive India. So Yogita, what does this new judgment that has come out on Sabrimala tell us?
See, we've been pushing this whole thing that women should be allowed, because as Sabrimala temple doesn't allow women from age 10 to 50 to enter because of the menstruation reasons. They say Deti is so pious that any women who's menstruating should not enter the temple, and they have decided, I don't know who has decided this age bracket of 10 to 50, who's a potential menstruating women, to enter the temple. So I mean,
how did this rule even come into play?
That's exactly, I mean, who made those rules? Right. They are saying Deti will be offended. Who's Deti? First of all, we need to understand which Deti are they talking about. Is there any documentary proof that Deti will get offended by this if you talk about your religious sentiments? I mean, these rules are made by men. I mean, such an ironical thing. Then this is how it's been going on. So people are talking about their religious sentiments. What about the sentiments of women? Where is the equality? What are we heading to?
So just for somebody who doesn't understand this, here is a temple in South India which bans women between age 10 and 50 to enter the temple, saying that the Lord Ayyappan will be offended if women go in because these women are menstruating between 10 and 50. Now the reality is there could be many women post the age of 50 who could be still menstruating.
Yes, and below, right? Nowadays we cannot even say below 10 also
could be menstruating. So this is an arbit law. There is no written law as such, but obviously made by men for making sure only men can go in and women can't go in. And women across India have been fighting for it. And Yogita is one of the ones who's come out and spoken about it, fought against it. Now, what kind of a precedent does this set? Are there any other temples in this country that also follow such a law?
Yes, there are a couple of more temples which follow the same law. There are 4 to 5 temples across, in around 2 lakh temples we have in India. 4 to 5 temples, they are the big ones, and they follow the same thing. This particular judgment will definitely set the way for the other temples and the other religions, deities and their follows also. I mean, it will definitely change the whole direction of the course, and definitely Supreme Court should be appreciated for such changes and amendments, because of late we've been seeing the Supreme Court has been interfering, because this is need of the hour. Even Supreme Court understands that gender equality is the next thing and it has to come, otherwise we cannot curb any kind of atrocities against women, especially rape. We work in that field, so everything is interrelated, so everything is started by gender bias, so this has to go.
And it's a very good sign, you know, where a lot of people have talked about India being a Hindu-dominated country, 80% Hindu. A judgment against a temple, a Hindu temple, which actually was making sure that they were denying women entry, but there may be other religious locations as well where women aren't allowed, or other religious sites would be, and literally those are also going to come under pressure. Now with this judgment in hand, women can go and demand entry into any of their religious sites if they want to.